Mark Eversley, our Director of Basketball Operations, flew in this morning, and he is currently being evaluated at Toronto Western Hospital with Dr. Marks and Dr. Lau, who most likely will be performing surgery here within the next hour or so. And following surgery, we will put out some sort of a statement just to give everybody an update on where things stand. But in just very simple terms, clearly talking about a fracture and a soft tissue injury that is going to require surgery. And again, we'll have more from a medical perspective later. But with respect to the injury itself at this point, it's obviously something that you don't want to experience at this stage of a season or at any point in the season. Obviously, Jorge was a big part of everything that we've done, and similar to last week when Andrea went out with his appendectomy, this is the kind of thing that happens in an NBA season. It's unpredictable. You try to do what you can to overcome things, and that's what I think the team's focus is right now. It's coming together, trusting each other, trusting the staff, and laying it all out there. So we've got a lot of work to do to finish the season. There's 12 games left. We're looking at holding on to the Atlantic Division lead right now and maintaining a position in the playoffs, and we will fight every day, and we're going to go out and play the games as we normally would. But it's a difficult time, obviously. Have a lot of thoughts and prayers for Jorge and his family, and for everyone on the team. As we again, this is just one more hurdle to jump over. But this team has shown resiliency. It's shown the ability to fight back, and whether it's Chris Bosh going down for 12 games, going 6-6, TJ next. I think Chris Bosh said it best last night. No matter who's gone out, the team continues to play and fight, and that's where we find ourselves.
Is it the leg, the ankle, the foot?
I'm going to leave the technical medical terminology and locations later, but Dr. Marks will address that later.
His state of mind, maybe, after talking with Jorge, obviously disappointed, and after talking to him, just how is he doing?
Well, he had a very rough night, obviously, somewhat restless. Talked to him fairly late last night. He seemed to be doing fine emotionally. Again, Mark Eversley was with him throughout the ordeal. They flew out this morning on a private plane just to get back here and take care of things here. He spent a lot of time on the phone last night talking to family and friends. I know speaking to a lot of people back in Spain. I know he spoke to some members of the media as well, but he seems to be doing fine at this point because he hasn't eaten anything since last night, and he's feeling a little groggy and about to undergo surgery. He's probably in that feisty mood that you can imagine. But again, when surgery's over, it's all going to be for the better.
We talked about this with Andrea, but guys now have an opportunity on the flip side to prove themselves a little more. Is that kind of how you look at it?
Yeah, I said that just last week. It's 6 days ago now, I think, that Andrea went down with his situation. And, there's guys that want to play. You hear from them. You hear from their agents. This is an opportunity for those individuals to step up and show what they can add to this team. And, what we see every day is what they're doing in practice, what they do in scrimmage situations, and they're very capable players. It's just a matter of who gets the time on the court during the games, and that's what the general public sees. But we've got a deep team, a talented team, and a team that, as we keep talking about, built on character, and character goes a long way toward overcoming these types of situations. And again, there's character in terms of how guys handle themselves, but it's also just the way they approach the game and the way they respect the game. And I think we've got a group of guys that truly want to succeed, and we've got a group in there that's committed to try to overcome this.
Bryan, when you're talking about 8 points, 5 rebounds, why is this loss such a loss? I mean, it's more than numbers, I think.
Well, I think when you talk about the combination of losing, 2 outside shooters, guys that spread the floor, the way we have been very effective is keeping the floor spread, moving the ball, having guys that are three-point threats. That's obviously a big part of what we do. But Jorge is one of those guys that you call a glue player. I think we saw the same thing when Anthony Parker went out. They're guys that make basketball plays all the time, the right decisions. I used to talk to people in Europe about Jorge's presence on the basketball floor and what he meant to a team. And, I think I said it about Mike D'Antoni. He said, look, the guy's not the flashiest player. He's not going to get the greatest stats, but he's the reason I won championships. That's a situation, obviously, that, we're going to have to look at and from within find out, who's going to fill that role at this point.
Right.